Welcome back guys to the third episode of this rearrange of the solar system. In this video I will tackle and add up all the gear inside. As you have seen, I have now mounted the 3 units in the cabinet here. Should be the final position for them. I also mounted a lamp up here that will be powered by this system. And I'm now about to mount the cable slices or the cable trays for all the wires going back and forth. I will be doing an approach where I start from top, have something that distributes everything, that goes down, for instance to those, to this one and this one. The thing is that I still need the breakers down here, so I need to go down and then have a breaker and then go up to the inverter itself. And the same goes to this one here. So let's mount a little bit more stuff. So now we are a little bit further and I added this strip here. I need to get myself another box like this one that will sit underneath here and contain the breakers for the battery to them and also for the PV. I need to add one strip going up there as well, and then I will need something going down to the computer. The computer part will, as it looks, be based on the left side here. I prepared the cables from the battery that will go in the top, and they will need to come down to a splitter like this one, where I can switch between using the top bank and the bottom bank. I have started to get up all the holders for the wires, and I'm very happy with the position. The only one that I won't be solving perfectly fine is this switch here, and that's because it goes strangely back and forth, but I will leave that for now because I need to redo this end, and that's because I will have the automatic transfer switch here as well. Other than that, the incoming PV is up there, main switch in the middle for the AC, outgoing is there, those two ties into the big inverter, the PIP has its own battery switch here, the PV will be coming in the side. I did drill a hole here and added a rubber ring, and that makes it possible not to take it out here instead, and this one will only be the positive cable. In the panel here I will be utilizing everything in terms of incoming grid, outgoing, and also the PV. So it will be a tight fit in this one, but this one is generally not used for more than 1 or 2 outputs, so that should be fine. I'm arranging the PV incoming now. As you can see, it's all hanging down. So I need to get that in line as well, and I need to tidy out all the cables. I did utilize a system where I have positive in one and negative in one, and I'm not sure who did that first or where I saw that, but I thank you for that because I think that is very neat. The PCM60X are here, and I can see that they are not 100% aligned. I need to move one of them a little bit. electronics are now done. As you can see here, I got everything up on the wall. I did start off by tearing everything down as a teaser. Then I started to build everything up, all from the shelves down below to the structural part around it. The only thing I have left in the electronics part from this session is the one for monitoring the units, as you can see hanging down here. They will be tied in together later on as well. First of all, I have the two PCM60X controllers charging the battery bank. They are taking care of the east panels. So they have 18 panels on them together, sharing that, and they go into this breaker box here. This breaker box contains 4 2-pole switches or breakers. 63 amps are the ones going to the battery, and 32 and 16 are the ones for the PV panels. Everything goes inside here and up and to the battery bank in top, or the PV on the right side here. I added up a screen that will be tied up to the monitoring system later on. Currently I'm using the laptop. They will be switched out to 1 or 2 Raspberry Pis that I have here. The Raspberry Pi, among some other monitoring, will be put on the side here. We have the PIP4048 here. This one is just running 6 250 watt panels currently, and the reason for that is because it's just test station kind of, and I will have it for running high current one phase loads. This one is tied to the battery with this breaker here, and it has this breaker box for incoming grid, outgoing AC and incoming PV, so everything is tied in the same box except the battery itself. This is a 10 kilowatt 3-phase unit from MPP Solar, and it has been working very good for me, except it has some tweaks and twerks. It's not the most efficient machine because it draws somewhere around 200-300 watt idle, and that's quite a lot unless you are using a lot of power. So for those that aren't using anything during the night, this may not be sufficient, but for me it works really good. It has incoming and outgoing AC on this side here, and the battery is tied in here and goes down to the junction as well, and the same goes with the PV that you can see inside here. This one is running high voltage PV. That means I'm going with between 500 and 700 volt DC. And we start from the top here. We have the first PV incoming here, and this is the one going to the west. I have 18 panels on this one in series. We have the breaker and we have the lightning protection here. The one going to south, I have 22 panels currently, 260 watt as well, and we have breaker and lightning protection there as well. Incoming grid to the inverter is a main breaker here. This is only one out of, I think, 3 main breakers for the system. This is the one for me internally. And then I have one on the house, and then I have one on the incoming grid connection pole as well. And that's mandatory from grid company itself. If we take a look down here, we have even more stuff. We have the breaker here for the battery for this inverter. And then behind here, we have a switch pole that can switch between the battery banks. And this one will be able to switch between the battery bank on top here, that is the lithium iron phosphate battery bank, roughly 80 kilowatt hours, and then we have another one below here that will be the laptop battery bank, and that will be roughly 30 kilowatt hours. We have the AC load out. I have mounted that here, and that goes from this one, breaker, earth breaker, a couple of fuses as well, and this one currently only feeds the outlets down here, but it also feeds this box here that you can switch between solar and grid. Or I can shut it off. And what this does, this goes to my current servers, and it goes to some of the stuff inside the house. This has been a secondary system in my house being used for stuff when the grid goes out, like the TV and electronics and stuff like this. So this is the only stuff currently running the house 100% on solar. Except though I have a system that is backfeeding the grid from this system automatically, so I'm currently running off-grid, but still not 100% off-grid. So as you can see here, I have everything mounted up and I'm very happy with it. Next part of this video series will be about the doors that you can see hanging here. They are coming up as well. Take a look at that if you want to see how you create doors like this. There will also be a video about taking care of the ventilation in top here. I will also have a video, of course, of mounting the down battery bank and all that. So don't forget that as well, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to support me, there are links down below for Patreon and PayPal. Otherwise, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. And I see you next time. Bye!